Yo, what's going on with you guys today? It's your boy Rodriguez. Hoy es how do you say Wednesday in Spanish? Miércoles? Hold on. Let me just check that real quick. Wednesday. Wednesday. Spanish. I'm totally right. Yes, miércoles. Bueno. Buenos días, los personas de YouTube. Es Kieran Rodriguez. Nosotros. Shit. Fuck it. Alright. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Krod7435, repping out for the 518. You already know, the Puerto Rican homeboy. You fucking call me whatever the fuck you want. We're gonna look at a really good, lovely friend, or actually, you know, she's not a friend yet, but I have spoke to this woman. She's a very nice person, and I'd say that she's pretty, I mean, like, how should I say it? She's very kind, and she's very, open to talk, but, you know, she can only speak Espanol, so I will personally try to understand this as best as possible. But this is Kenia Enriquez. She's a very good, talented fighter. She's ranked number 2 in the world for female boxing. So, technically, she's kind of playing, like, you know, a very big role into her career. And what's really funny is, like, you know, she's actually even, like, I want to say she's, like, only, like, a year older than me. So, you know, like, I'm pretty happy that I actually got to speak with her. And, basically with her, like, she's a very, nice and very, you know, cool person to talk to. And, you know, supposedly she actually likes to listen to salsa and, you know, all this other Spanish stuff that kind of runs in my family. Even though that she's Mexicana, but I'm a Boricua or Puerto Riqueño. Yeah, I love you, Kenya. But no, like I'm going to try to understand this video. But just to kind of like conclude everything. She's a very good fighter. She's had a lot of good fights, and I've actually even seen them, you know, on YouTube. Like, you know, like I've seen her, you know, go up against Jolene Blackshear, and actually one other fighter that I did speak to give out my fan love to Melissa McMorrow, and just a whole bunch of other fighters. And I think it's kind of fun to see that, you know, even like basically for like for the area of Mexico and Europe, you know, more females are actually progressing more, and I feel like that's a really good boost, because that means, you know, for especially for North America, you know, like especially for the U.S. at least, you know, that will grow to be a little bit stronger, because, you know, I saw the other day on Twitter, which I don't really fuck with Twitter like that. Like, I only just, you know, just like basically do like a lot of pretty cool funny shit to talk with people, but Clarissa Shields was saying that that she would be making up to $50,000 for or coming from her first fight, actually, because I actually did some research about that, because she only made about $50K. But I mean, she said that you know, later on coming in time, you know, once it gets more popular and more women actually start signing up to become a fighter, or, you know, train to become a fighter first, you know, then she'll be closer to making, like, you know, like 1 million or basically whatever to that higher degree, which I think it should get higher. And I know for me, like, I'll definitely advocate for it. I don't see any problem of why not. It's like, you know, like, I don't try to, you know, act like a fucking piece of shit to women, and personally that's basically how the game plays, because, you know, for the sport of boxing at least, and this goes for basketball too, because a lot of girls, they're really good at basketball. But, you know, women are treated to be like the second class, you know, athlete, I guess, because, you know, like a lot of people have been saying in women's boxing, you know, if a woman is stronger than the other person, then the ref has to stop with the fight, like, a lot quicker, because, you know, they're too, like, how should I say it? They're too, like, afraid that her, you know, like, basically her body can't handle, or her, like her damages that she's receiving can lead to a much more to a much more fatal injury, or like due to that, you know, boxing problem where, you know, that like the women can't really handle too much brutality within like the ring. But it's like, that goes with men too. They're like, because I've seen plenty of guys, get knocked out pretty hard, and then it's like, they're basically fine after like, probably up to 6 to 8 months. But other than that, like, I don't see any problem of why women can't handle themselves within like 12 rounders or 10 rounders. And I think that's like the main problem, because a lot of people, they try to downgrade women to say like, just because like that she can fight, doesn't mean that she could take punches like what men do. And I think that's really, pretty out of turn, because I know for a fact there's been a good number of girls that could fight, me, but then I'm just like, okay, no, because I don't want to be fucking with her. But no, like, because because I've known girls when I was growing up and basically throughout high school that could probably be good enough to become a boxer or a mixed martial arts. And but the thing is that it's kind of funny of how some girls are more like tomboys, and then they actually have that good relationship with you. And once it's like chilled back in a relaxed mode, they actually have a nice humble personality. Like just like guys, and I'm not trying to make like any weird thing out of it. Like, I just think it's like good enough to know that with athletes like very committing girls like the one I just mentioned, that actually boosts up the morality of female sports, and that means that more girls can push their narrative a lot bigger. And that means that men don't need to be seen as at the higher, like how, oh wow, like I'm not even trying to act like a pretty, oh wow, how should I say it? Pretty gender, like gender superior. Basically, men trying to be viewed higher because they're tougher, they have better, genetics, and guys can take better hits. No, like it's all bullshit to the very end. But yeah, let's get right into this. Hopefully I can really understand this, because what's really funny is that I can understand Spanish, but I can't really, like, speak it fluently. Oh, well, no, because I can speak 50% fluent, but as far as hearing it, like, that's good until I actually hear newer words. So yeah, let's get right into it, and yeah.
Mis inicios en el boxeo fueron por curiosidad. Acompañé primero a mi papá al gimnasio, como a los 15 días siempre me quería súper poderosa y que todo podía y todo sabía. Y me ofrecieron una pelea con una muchacha que no la conocía, no sabía cuál era su peso, y aún así peleé y pues perdí. Desde ahí empezó todo, porque soy una persona muy competitiva, muy egoísta en lo que hago, y pues traté de ser lo mejor. Y ahí fue cuando mi papá me dijo, no, pues si quieres dedicarte 100% a hacer esto, tienes que correr, tienes que entrenar al 100%, tienes que cuidar más o menos la comida, tienes que disciplinarte. Las personas de que siempre he recibido apoyo, mi familia, que es mi papá, que se convirtió en entrenador por mí, por mi hermana, porque mi hermana también boxea. Creo que son el motivo de que yo esté aquí, son mi empujoncito en mi espalda para seguir haciendo muchas cosas. Gracias a ellos estoy en el lugar que estoy. A los eventos que he participado fueron 2008, Guantes de Oro, quedando campeona, 2009, 2010. Y en el 2011 tuve la oportunidad de representar a la selección de Baja California, trayendo una medalla de bronce. Ya en el 2012 ya no tuve con quién seguir peleando, así que decidí brincar a posicionar. Esto ya llevó una responsabilidad más grande, porque ya no es lo mismo de cuidar, entrenarte, no, aquí ya es una profesión, ya no nada más es un hobby. Así que cuando debuté 2 meses de preparación, debuté ganándole a una muchacha de Sonora en 36 segundos, empezando muy bien mi carrera. Yo me veo en un futuro cercano.
Alright, so right out the gates, I think she just said that, obviously she's from Mexico. She trains out in California and back at home, I'm assuming, and she talked about her sister, which her sister is a beast. I love her. Kenia Enriquez. She's a very nice, you know, good, talented fighter. Like, I've never spoken to her. Like, I like to speak to her. You know what? Like, there's like a really big, you know, dividend with the, you know, like American and Mexican, you know, counterculture, I guess, because, you know, whenever I speak to certain people that are really good, big time athletes, you know, like for instance, like Alvaro Huerter, big shout out to you, my nigga. But he's from Mexico. He's in the UFC. He's a really, really good fighter, and what's really funny is like he can speak English, but it's not as prominent and fluid. And I understand, like, you know, there's like a huge, you know, oh wow, how should I say it? There's a huge dialect when it comes to speaking with English, but it's like, you know, especially for the Latino and European and other minority groups, I understand why like a lot of people have difficulty, you know, generating words, because it's kind of like, you know, like it's easy for me, but it's like for them it's like, oh wow, like I don't really feel like basically feel kind of like, how should I say, because I don't feel like, you know, if I say, you know, words that they don't know, then it's just going to trigger to be like, yeah, like I don't know what you're saying, man, could you just run that back one more time? And I just feel like, you know, due to that dialect of what, you know, we like Americans ourselves have been speaking for quite a long time, you know, we don't really have that type of you know, basic knowledge of what words to say in proper English, because, you know, like I don't know, it's just like, cause like without English, you know, we could be speaking like many tribal languages, and we have like a bunch of that here. And I mean, especially, you know, for people that live out in California, bordering to Mexico and at the south, there's a lot of Native Americans, you know, Mexicans, and a lot of, you know, minorities. Obviously, the whole, you know, bullshit Muslim thing, which I just, you know, point that out on like my atheist channel, but no, it's just pretty cool, because it's like, you know, California is basically, you know, like the cornerstone of California is technically half of like what basically what Mexico used to own way back then. But I don't really care about that. It's just obviously, you know, like, you know, we all have to respect each other despite all the PC and, you know, religious, you know, like affiliation. But you know, other than that, back on the topic, no, like, you know, hearing for what she's saying, you know, like she's probably telling me, correct me if I'm wrong, which I don't, you know, really understand the fast language of what Mexicans say, but I'm pretty sure that she says that I train very hard, that I work on my skills, and I make sure that I get myself ready for the next fight, and I want to, you know, be the best in what I do, and push my skills to the furthest limits, or break over through my limits. That's something that I think that she did say, but I'm not too sure on that. But I will just try to think that that's where she's trying to go to. I'm sorry, lo siento. All right, let's go.
Es este 4 de abril quedando campeona, es un título de la NBA, es un título de Norteamérica, que es muy importante porque de aquí vendrá la pauta para hacer algo más importante. Porque si gano este, se me abrirán más puertas para llegar a mi meta fija, que es ser campeona del mundo. El reto más importante de mi vida fue mi segunda pelea, que aquí se ve todavía, después de 2 años de esa pelea, tengo una cicatriz que fueron 6 puntadas. Desde el primer round me dieron un cabezazo y se me abrió, pero a pesar de todo eso gané y seguí mi carrera, y aquí ya ahorita llevo 10-0, que eso es un buen récord con knockout, y eso me pinta para llegar a la meta, que es ser campeona del mundo, porque eso es lo que todo el mundo anhela, pero no todos llegan. ¿Qué sentí con mi primer triunfo? Es una sensación que jamás voy a volver a sentir, o se puede decir que la siento cada vez que subo al río. Es una emoción, una adrenalina, porque saber que eres mejor que alguien más, deportivamente lo hablo, porque ya bajo el ritmo es otra cosa. Es lo mejor que puedes hacer, de todos tus sacrificios están haciendo las recompensas. Creo que levantarte temprano, correr, a veces privarte de muchas cosas, creo que aquí es donde dices vale la pena hacer eso y más. Creo que nunca cambiaría mi vida y seguiría privándome de esas cosas por llegar a mi meta. El triunfo que más me enorgullece fue la vez que compartí cartelera con mi hermana, porque ese es un acontecimiento que yo pensé que jamás se podía pasar. porque la materia teníamos muchas veces en la misma función, hicimos exhibición juntas, pero profesional ya es un ámbito más diferente porque no se da muy a menudo. Puede ser que ella pelee en tal fecha y en tal fecha, así que ese es el triunfo que más me ha salido porque tuve el honor de compartir cartelera con mi hermana y eso creo que no tiene precio. Lo que me motiva es querer ser campeón del mundo porque como esa es mi meta, no hay otra cosa que no se me venga a mi mente que es ser campeón del mundo, ser un Floyd Mayweather en mujer. Lo que aparte me motiva mucho es toda la gente que cree en ti, porque para que alguien crea sinceramente en ti está muy difícil en estos tiempos. Y que cuando subas al ring y toda la gente al mismo tiempo se esté coreando tu nombre, creo que eso no tiene presión, porque creo que son pocas las personas que tienen ese privilegio de hacerlo y que lo hagan, que puedan escuchar su nombre con una fe, una confianza que eso hace que te motives, que ganes y que quieras más. El mensaje que yo les quiero decir a los jóvenes deportistas, que crean en sí mismos, que ellos pueden lograr muchas cosas, que no sean cosas.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure she just said that, you know, whenever I get into the fight, oh wow. I want to say that she did talk about the fight in which I saw bits and pieces of it, that, you know, that she got tagged, like, right under her eye, and then there's, you know, there's, like, a lot of pressure going on, and, you know, she tries to make sure that she tries to, you know, land combos right away. And, you know, to be honest, you know, like, she's actually pretty good. You know, like, I definitely have to say, you know, she is a really good fighter, and she's very lovely. She has a really nice, like, how should I say it? She has a really nice personality. And what's really funny is that when I did speak to her, like, a few months back, or I want to say a few weeks ago, she told me that she gets afraid, you know, whenever she fights, and then I'm like, really? No, like, I don't even see it in her, but I mean, really? Like, that's really how it goes down? But hey, if that's really how she is, like, you know, like, I definitely respect her even more, because it's like, no, like, you know, like, what's really funny whenever you fight somebody, you know, there's so much that can go on whenever you get tagged, but then again, it's like, it's part of your conscience to know, like, okay, if that person's gonna land a combo on me, then I have to protect myself. But I think it's like the inhabitable, you know, because I don't want to say it's like the instinct. It's more so, you know, like just the adrenaline and the energy that boosts your morality to last more within the fight. Because you know, like, I think, like, with most fighters, you know, like, this is like pretty true, but it's like when you're fighting somebody in the boxing ring, what tends to really get inside your way is like the flashing lights. And what's funny is that the lights, you know, make you more dizzier because you're just like, oh, what the fuck, because I just got fucking knocked down. But it's like, if you're, you know, low on fatigue and you're trying to find your focus, you're trying to balance yourself to make sure that your, you know, reception of, you know, looking, like, looking more balanced and more prepared before you can, you know, last, you know, at the end of the round, or basically more future rounds. That is like the bigger problem, because, you know, a lot of people that do try to get themselves back up after they got knocked down, it's pretty difficult. And I mean, you know, like, it's kind of funny because because I was talking with another good fighter, huge shout out to him, Jamel Herring, and he tells me that, like, you know, boxing can be pretty difficult and pretty hard, but it's like whenever you're in that pressure, you know, those lights can get inside your way whenever you're getting hit. And, like, I mean, like, I think it's really, you know, beneficial to know that if you have the more advantage to defend yourself, then you're not as worried to basically get knocked out. And I think it's really good that, you know, for people like Kenia, obviously, you know, she's, you know, getting back into it, and she's actually having a fight coming up in July, right? Not too sure. I think it's in July. I think she just mentioned that a while back. But yeah, you know, like, I really do hope that she can bounce back. You know, like, you know, she's a very lovely person. Muchos amor to Kenia. De Estados Unidos, todos los días. Black homies unite. Yo, bro. OMG. Yo, man, if I ever met her, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, man, you know, like, she seems like a pretty cool person. She seems like a very nice and you know, hyper ecstatic fighter. I definitely would like to see her fight maybe Mariana Juarez or even fighters here. You know, like, obviously she did fight Melissa McMorrow, but I'd say but I'd probably say like maybe fighters like shit, like, I don't even know. It's like because it's pretty difficult right now because it's not really too many good fighters I could say out of here. But I mean, if she fought maybe some girls out of, you know, Europe or Argentina or basically anywhere, it really doesn't matter. Like, I would like for her to face like Noah Waka Shibata. Yeah, like, because I'm very sorry if I pronounce that name very wrong. But no, she's from Japan. She's a pretty good fighter. And probably maybe even like Alondra Garcia, you know, like, she's pretty good. But I think she's a little bit heavier than her. Or higher in weight, I'm sorry. Just to be more professional, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, yeah, guys, this is, you know, my video to review Kenia. She seems like a really lovely person. And I'm very happy that I actually got to talk with her. And maybe, hopefully, later on coming in time, I could probably meet her. Who knows? But much love out to her, her sister, the team. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And, yeah, I'll chat with you guys soon. Peace out. Adios, mis amigos.